Okay, Red Faction. I uh, wasn't able to record this yesterday at all because when I got home I was tired. But I'm here today to read this. So let us get set to read This Week in Destiny from yesterday. This Week in Destiny, we are 2 days away from the epic version of the Desert Perpetual raid, and we are confident your team is ready. That you have pretty good builds for different situations, and for aiming to be part of the world's first race, that you have checked the race's requirements. All the information on this event can be found below. Here's the stuff they're talking about. Preparing for the raid, improve gear for it, further improvements to portal and progression, Banshee voice update, trials, and Displate Collector's Fest. Epic raid, yep. Basically the master, quote unquote master version of it's having its world's first. It drops tomorrow at reset. Here are all the stuff. Own it. Complete the base version. The fire team leader only has to be the one to do it. You need 6 players to launch the activities. Players who wish to play with less than that will need to start the raid and have the other players leave. Additional fire team power will be disabled during the contest, and players are recommended to have a minimum of 300 power. Players below that will see their damage output reduced against epic raid combatants, and will receive increased damage from them. Contest mode is the upper echelon of Destiny PvE, basically the same as how Master raids were. We're improving the rewards it provides to reflect this. For the launch, all loot and contests will drop at tier 5 for the first clear, and tier 4 with the chance of upgrading the tier every run thereafter. Allow bonuses from feature gear as well as the seasonal mods during contests. After frequency, we decide to disable the weapon damage and damage resistance bonuses from the featured gear, but allow seasonal mods. Banned gear: the Bastion Exotic Fusion Rifle, gone. Anything with 1-2 punch, gone. The Strand Rocket Launcher, gone. Lightweight Legendary Swords, gone. Ergo Sum, no, they're banned. Here's the emblem. Players who do it get this. Players that do the normal mode of the epic version, no matter when, will unlock the After the Unknown. Okay. Belt for the champions. Awesome. Follow the race. Here you go. Most people will be probably watching either Evan, CB, or any of the other stuff going on. If you watch it for 1 hour, you get this. Streaming is required, but only one member of the team must stream. You can stream on this. There must be a VOD available for after. Game audio must always be on, but players may mute their voice audio. Team members who stream cannot black out or hide their screen or portions of the screen outside the designated areas shown in our guidelines below. Update stream overlay, blah, 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 blah. Webcam chat, this, okay. Anyone breaking the terms of service will receive bans. Players found to benefit from cheating will be subject to the same punishment. So, and there's a raid ring. There you go. There's that. Jacket, case, pins. We have more raid news directly delivered from the Rage and Desert team, aka the Rad team. Hey all, we believe raids are the core part of the Destiny experience and want to reinstate them as endgame ritual that provides pinnacle rewards. As part of this effort, we introduce weekly challenges for the Desert Perpetual with it. So when the Epic Raid launches tomorrow, the Desert Perpetual will have 2 weekly challenges. First can be played in either version, which unlocks a second in the Epic Raid. These challenges will grant bonus rewards in each encounter based on the number of feats you have. So if you have 3 to 5 feats, you will get tier 5. Your weekly gear power will be this. So you'll get if you're between this level. So if you're between 500 or 400 and 500, you get a +3. If you're 500, you get a +2. In addition to this, we're improving all the gear drops, starting with at least okay. So if you have 0 feats, you have for tier 4, it's low. Oh, they're even making spoils there. If you have 5 feats, I mean, it's going to be high, and you're guaranteed a tier 5 there, and you get 30 spoils. So, literally, if you just do like 4, it's probably one of your best bets. There's that. We want to elaborate a new loot system we introduced in the Age of Fate that replaced the weekly lockouts from the previous releases, the Full Gear Lockout. This was created to address feedback from players wishing to continue earning power and loot from raids even after their first run of the week. Every time you complete all encounters in the Desert Perpetual, you will reactivate powerful jobs for all encounters, refresh the locks on all hidden chests, and reactivate the full clear bonus gear earned from that. I hate the fact that it's only this raid. I wish it was the other ones. Speeding up the power climb. We are speeding up the power climb across the board when this update launches on October 4th. These changes will focus on solo ops, fireteam ops, and pinnacle ops. And we will work to make similar changes to Crucible ops and Desert Perpetual raid in a later patch. Almost every grade for power range is getting their power drops improved, whether you're just getting started or pushing your way to the last steps before the power cap. So, since I'm in Grandmaster, my range is this. My mouth sounds are gold or platinum. If I get a B plus, I get a +2. If I get an A, I will get a +3. If I get an A plus, which means that I made it the hardest I possibly could, it will get a 3. The A plus is only available from 450 to 550. I wish these were more. No change compared to this update. Grades at below this will not grant powerful gear rewards on these respective ones. So, I kind of... Wait, so it was at a... No. I feel like this being a +1 and this going to a +2 and then this should go from at least, like, if you're doing ultimate and you get an A plus, I feel like you should like probably get more, and the possibility for you to get more could happen. Bonus engrams. We're seeking to improve the climb and the difficulty of power level. Bonus engrams, yes, the green ones you see in the portal will give scored rewards in this update, which means that the extra bonus engram rewards you get on top of your completion prize will have the same power as the engrams from the chest. How good these extra rewards are will depend on your grade, so activities with bonus engrams will always give you the chance to earn more rewards that will progress your power level even further. New portal difficulty tuning. More accessible, more rewarding for all power. Key challenges will face too high relative to the power and difficulty level. In other words, we feel that the power delta players face in the portal is often too high right now, especially when customizing at upper difficulty levels, which can make the game feel punishingly difficult during the power climb. To solve this, we're adding a simple modifier selection in solo, fire team, and pinnacle ops. Challenge modifiers will no longer adjust your activity combat delta by -10 or -20. Instead, they will only increase your projected score and add the described effect of the game. This way, you can choose modifiers based solely on their effects and the score bonuses without making the combat difficult. Okay. New difficulty delta caps will be set for advanced, expert, grandmaster dims that are lower than what the players will generally force to play when using these things. Please note, players will no longer be able to overlevel PvE activities in portal ops. We're trading this aspect. So Grandmaster, you're -25. Ultimate, -30. You may be wondering, what is a delta cap? Those are the restrictions on how close you can approach the level of the activity with your own power. If an activity power is 200 and it has a -10 delta cap, then the activity will be easier as you approach level 190. In this scenario, once you reach 190 or above, the difficulty will always be as if you were minus 10. Matchmaking and quick play will retain fixed power levels, but we are adjusting the fixed power levels for expert and above to match the new delta caps for activity customization. So you go into this activity, it'll be as if you're 25 under. We implement a change to the matchmaking quick play. Timers will be removed from matchmade portal activities, and the 5% minimum time bonus has been incorporated into these activities. Lock Lilith will be removed from master level quick play activities. We're allowing join in progress for Grandmaster and Ultimate difficulty activities. Thank you. We are streamlining challenge modifiers, boon modifiers, and banes. Grandmaster will have 3 challenges, 1 boon, 2 banes. Ultimate will have 4 challenges, 1 boon, 2 banes. Conquest will retain their difficulty tuning. For those players that are new or returning to Destiny, we have something for you too. When this update launches on October 14th, we will add a one-time catch-up catch so that you can jump right back into the game. Chests will have a set portal gear power of 300, as well as an amount of unstable core, so don't worry. If you're above that power level, you'll get a powerful upgrade instead. And there's more changes coming in future TWID. Some Guardians that must have keen ears have caught our good old gunsmith sounding a little difficult with the launch of Banshee. I know Banshee didn't get another reset. He's still 44. He just has a new voice. In preparations for Renegades in the future of Destiny, we decided to recast Banshee. Ian Gregory is the new voice for Banshee 44. Burden of Guilt is going to be the featured weapon for Trials today. And there's going to be 4 maps. Jav 4, Cirrus Plaza, and Endless Vale. As always, be careful around tight corners and long lanes. Don't peek alone. Follow your team. Rotate when stuck, and let us know how your new fusions fare in them. Epic Raid Collection. Yep. Every raid that has a display is available. If you want that, go get it. Have fun. Now only has 2 daily bounties available. Repeatable bounties cannot be claimed as intended. Clan reward engines cannot be claimed by players over 500 power. Players who do not earn the 3rd iteration exotic while it was available are unable to progress past Guardian 6. Combination blow is not consistent grant class ability energy. Enhanced yep, okay. Survive and return to orbit after wipe behavior can be inconsistent in reclaim activities. Some players cannot complete reclaim missive discovered in seasonal challenges. Some players are unable to compete the Pinnacle Season 3. Okay. Players can be okay in the Nightmare of Galaron Pinnacle op. Lego Crota. Okay. That's it for the TWID. We're busy implementing improvements for several aspects against to be more rewarding for Renegades on December 2nd. Till then, let's focus on the challenge ahead. Good luck in the raid. Or Trials if you play Trials. Which I think most people that don't want to do this are going to be in Trials. So a lot of these changes are coming on October 14th. Which means you have 3 weeks before that happens. So if you're someone that's, kind of just getting started, or you're kind of like, I don't know, slowly work at it. Don't just try to jump right in and get to the highest point so that when you get to these levels, it's just a stagnant climb. If you are, let's say you're at Expert. The fact that you can get a +5 for an A, do it. You can add the challenge to change the score, but if it's not going to change the difficulty and just have a baseline difficulty, there you go. I think for me, what I'm going to have to start doing, is trying to get the, A to A plus, and once I reach ultimate, well, I'm not really gonna care. I'll just casually do it. Because once I get to like 450, I'm just gonna casually do things. I'm not really gonna have a crazy focus on it. Let me do something quick, real quick. But yeah, that is the twid from yesterday. A lot of stuff about Desert Perpetual raid and everything, making the power grind easier. So the 14th is when this is all going to happen. Ian Gregory, hold on, let's see who this guy is. Let's see. Ian Gregory is Tactical Sergeant Tarkus in Warhammer 40k, Papa Khan in Fallout New Vegas. So yeah, if you're a Warhammer fan, okay. You get Banshee is now the guy from Warhammer. Got it. All right. Well, that's it for me, Red Faction. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Have fun in trials. I might do trials instead of doing gacha, and then just do gacha later because I don't have a plan for the Coyote Cast. Unless that changes in the next few days, who knows? But with that being said, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you on Sunday.